Lala.
Oh my god.
That's an even worse.
OMG.
Oh.
Rar?
Critical 20.
Wait, what?
Lala isn't a bad word, is it?
Alfalfa.
I mean, it depends on who you ask, I feel.
I was gonna say, depends on the circle, right?
Audio is fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Audio
Well,
is
I went into a dungeon once and I was in there with 3 Lalas, so I sat down so we could have a face-to-face about what was going to happen.
Yes.
Oh, maybe I should look fancy for this, huh?
All right, listen here, you little
There
ones.
I
we
mean,
go.
I thought that was
I'm
pretty
gonna-
fancy, to be honest.
I'm gonna toss you on
me,
the front line.
like here,
and
there,
you're gonna
I'm
Oh
fancy.
shit, that's sexy.
Wow. Oh, I'm gonna have to mute this one.
I've seen better.
Excuse me.
God
But you
damn.
somehow blocked the view of me
You
entirely.
heard
Despite being
me.
taller, you.
Alright, we're live, by the way. Just
There,
like
how's that?
Fantastic.
Oh, let me actually, I'll update the stream notification. We can go ahead and start, but I'm just gonna do the stream notification people real quick.
I'll just go
Okay,
back
cool.
to that.
All right, we all here ready to go? Yes? No? Maybe
Yeah.
so?
We've
Aye.
already got 13 viewers.
All right, guys, let's twist again like we did last summer.
What was that?
That's a really old song. Okay,
Oh my God.
just let me have this.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that one.
Let's twist again like we did last summer.
Oh, that one.
Let's twist again like we did last year.
All right, I'm gonna get us started.
Please.
Alrighty, guys. So, welcome to the Immortal FC meeting. I am Techno. I'm going to be running the shindig this afternoon, evening, whatever you want to call it. Saturn is not here because she is on vacation seeing her mother for the last couple of weeks. So, we legacy officers are taking care of this for her, and now it's my turn tonight. So, like I said, I'm Techno. I do a lot of crafting commissions, stuff like that for all the FCs, and I'm actually legacy officer for Immortal now. That's why I'm doing this actual SC meeting. So if you guys got any interest in glamming or anything like that, if you're interested in lore, I'm really big on that kind of stuff too. Do raiding as well with our legacy group. Hopefully we're going to be getting back into that in the next raid tier as well. I'm a White Mage and Dark Knight main. So if you got questions about those two, then you're more than welcome to give me any questions about that kind of stuff. We do a D&D group as well on Sundays. That we've been kind of on a hiatus because of everything that's been going on here at the end of the year, and we are probably going to be picking that up in a couple of weeks again. Perry Pennington, who is our Playing Dead, doing our Twitch stream right now underneath the underneath
Stage.
us is stage. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. Underneath stage is our D&D, or he's our dungeon master for that one. So you should definitely check us out. We stream that on this same Twitch as well. And like I said, it's on Sundays. So yeah, I guess I'm going to hand it off to Perry since he's another legacy officer, and let him introduce himself.
Okay, everyone, I'm Perry Pennington. You should know me pretty well. I am the former legacy officer for you guys, Immortal Sword, and I just want to say real quick that I love you all, and that I miss you, and that maybe in the future I'll be back, but for now, Tech and I did a switcheroo. I used to be the jukebox DJ for this FC, and the playlist you are listening to, if you are in the FC house right now, is one that I put together. But I do other stuff in the FC as well, including administrative tasks. I do inactivity removals. I do activity checks in the FC, basically tracking our active population of players during peak hours in comparison to other top FCs on the server, so that we can kind of get a good look at how we're doing in comparison to our peers. I do a lot of prize farming for the FC, so some of the prizes that are available tonight and in the FC chest in the Mog Station codes, I helped farm some of those. I'm also the co-host of the monthly Glam contest with Saturn, and that will be announced in Discord hopefully next week. The theme of November's contest, the one for October, was Halloween, and it was really, really good. If you're interested, check that out on the Twitch VODs. I'm a Discord moderator, so if you need help in Discord, if you see someone acting strange, or if you just have a suggestion for Discord, you can feel free to DM me, or you can, if you have a suggestion, post it in the comments and suggestions channel, and I will take a look at it there. I am a semi-decent raider, though I'm on hiatus until 5.4. I'm in the same static as Tech, and my main classes are Dragoon and Warrior. I think next year I'm going Warrior, so that should be fun. That was my main class way back when, before time began. So I also stream on this channel, D&D like Tech said, so check us out. That's it for me. I'll pass it off to, do we have, oh, we got Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Right, not command, Sarah. Right, so I'm Sarah, another legacy officer. Apparently, sorry, someone's messaging me here and distracted me a bit. I am Pyromaniac Extraordinaire, Omnicrafter, Master of Alts, despite what Bagon says. Let's see. I like to raid. I'm in the same static with Perry and Tech and a few other people. Yeah, basically, most of the combat classes I'm pretty up to date with, so if you have any questions about most of them, I can at least point you in the right direction. Other than that, I really don't have a favorite class. Except for healers. Don't make me heal. You will suffer. Let's see. Stream every now and then. I've been trying to get more YouTube videos, but life has been getting in the way. And I basically have, if you ever want to contact me, the best way is through Discord, because if I'm not on my main character, I'm probably on one of 35 alts right now. So yeah, it's, if you want to get me, Discord's the best way. Let's throw it over to officers. I'm gonna throw it over to Tofa, or not Tofa first. Tofa's not in this FC. Who's in this FC?
Yes, I am.
She is now.
Yeah.
Oh right, you did
And you
transfer.
forgot that you forgot Warden, and you also forgot to say that your favorite thing in the whole wide world.
Oh,
Ah.
actually,
Even
I
tried
forgot.
to remind you who to pass to.
Did you?
Your private messages.
Okay, again, someone was messaging me in game. I don't have time to look at these things. Someone
ahead, Ward.
fucking go!
Warden, you're here.
The whole wide world is missed,
Warden,
and then you're
introduce
passing
yourself.
it off to Warden, another legacy officer.
Yeah. Go ahead, Warden.
I'm Warden Dresden. I am one of the remaining founders and everything. I was originally in 1.0 since its inception, but I decided to jump over here for a while and help out with things. And I mainly do admin work on Discord, keeping things together with Bubblegum and String. Just making sure that roles and permissions are in order and people get things done what they need. And I will, I guess, send it off to Tofa.
Hi, I'm Tofa. New to Immortal Sword, but I came over from Temporal. I just came over this week to help out with some things. So, hi. I love running map parties and participating in map parties. I love running MSQ story. I think the storyline is the greatest thing that ever makes a game. I also think that the Manderville quest line is the true MSQ, personally. And Glam is the true endgame. So, I also like to help everybody as best as I can. So if anybody has any questions about things, feel free to shoot me a tell in game or hit me up on Discord, and I'm more than happy to help out in any way that I can. And I guess I will pass it off to Sylvie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sylvie. I come over here from 1.0. Also, just this week to help out with a couple things. I am in charge of the FC room decorating contest. I also grow crystal shards and clusters for the FCs. I help out with submarines and airships and stuff like that. I run an FC only raiding group. And I also have a map party that happens every Tuesday. We'll talk about more of those things later on. But for now, I'm going to pass it to Woozy.
I'm Woozy Vren. Been in 2.0 pretty much from the start of all the madness that is now 550s. I main a red mage, although I play around with Dancer and Dark Knight and such. I also tend to Fantasia a few times. I run the screenshot glam contest, and we'll be talking about that more later. I guess I'll pass it to Salandria.
Hello, this is Salandria. the incognito officer that apparently isn't very incognito at times. Anyway, I guess my main class would be white mage, but I also do a pretty good bard and red mage and dabble in some other jobs as well. So I'm, of course, I'm always up to try to answer questions or help out when I can. I'm also a Omni crafter, Omni gatherer, although I don't attempt the really high end stuff very much. I also handle the mini game Wandering Warrior of Light, and also I try to make sure that the Skyrider's taxi service stays functional and is regularly advertised so that people that need their Aether Currents can get set up and get their wings. Let's see, let's send it over to Darko.
Hello, everyone. My name is Darko Smalls. I'm a machinist, but I also have a white mage and a gun breaker for anyone that wants to do dungeons and stuff. Just hit me up. I am your resident lottery person, so we actually have a lottery going on, but we'll talk about that later. I'm one half of a map run that I run with Appa, and I'm also a moderator. So if you have anything going on in the Discord that you need help with, just let me know. And I will pass it to Guario.
Well, my name is Guario, kind of the maid of the sea. I'm in charge of the buff, the garden. I have to take again the chocobos because I've been overlooked for a few weeks. I run also the Tuesday. I always see it back. Run that later also. I run an event for Latin Spanish Latin speakers. Who welcome people who don't speak Spanish, but as it's called as espadas.
Hey, Guario, you're lagging pretty bad. Do you want me to finish explaining that for you so they can hear it?
Please, yeah.
Okay.
Or Robo Gorio.
So yeah, Guario does. He's basically the FC grounds caretaker. He takes care of all of the gardening and takes care of all of the buffs and stuff for the FC as well. And he also is kind of the leader for one of our Discord groups, the Las Espadas, and they do a lot of cool stuff with our Spanish-speaking crew in the Discord as well. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later too as well. So, are there any other officers that need to introduce themselves?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. Just somebody next.
Forget the little aura down there.
Yeah.
Do what?
Can I talk?
Have at
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
Ladies first.
I'm Aberacia, and I am a scholar main, and I do map parties with Darko on Mondays, and I also run a dungeon crawl event. That's it. Yep.
All right. Hey everybody. I am Jalen. I am your. The heck? I just had music. Hang on. Okay, sorry. Anyways,
It's all good.
Random music just hit my ears. I am your resident leave kit distributor. I do that. I am obviously also then an Omni gatherer and Omni crafter. I can basically craft anything in the game if you want me to. I main summoner. So yes, I like to go blasty blast with things that I summon. I also have a red mage and a ninja at 80, and a scholar, which I haven't healed in like 4 years. I'm also a moderator on Discord. So yeah, if you need anything, just hit me up. I guess we'll pass it back to Tech.
All right. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about the FCs as a whole. So if you guys haven't realized yet, we are actually a conglomerate of several FCs. So there's 5 of us. There's Immortal, which is our 1.0, Immortal 2.0, which is you guys. Eternal is our 3.0, Temporal is our 4.0, and then our newest baby one is Fallen, and they're our 5.0. The reason that we decided to do this, or Saturn decided to do this, is way back in the day in early summer 2019, whenever Square Enix decided that they were going to reshuffle all the data centers. We had a dilemma whether we wanted to stay here where we are with Crystal or move over to Primal, where a lot more of the kind of heavier rating groups and everything went. We were one FC before all that happened, and we had kind of gotten pretty bunched up because there were a lot of people in the one FC. And her idea was to create a community of people that came together that we could do all of our own in-game stuff, basically have our own in-game party finder just inside of our own FC. So she started Immortal pretty soon after that, and it has grown into what we have now. So each one of the FCs kind of has its own kind of vibe, kind of feel. So Immortal's obviously the oldest one. They're kind of the adults of the group. They are a little bit more serious overall, a little bit more on the rating side. They don't talk quite as much in FC chat. And then you guys are really big on the the mini games. You always have been really good at that. There are a lot of people actually in this FC that run a couple of mini games as too. Eternal is kind of they're kind of the bad boys on the block type deal. They're a little bit more crazy and they kind of goof off a little bit more, but they're a really fun group to hang out with too. Temporal is like our wholesome FC. They've been pretty cool to hang out with. I was actually part of Temporal for a long time too, and they're a really fun group. And then Fallen is our newest group, and they're kind of still getting their identity together. They've been around for several months now, but they're a pretty cool group too. So that's kind of the big reason that we have so many FCs and why we have such a big group, just so that we have this big community that we can use to do parties together and come together and have a good time and that kind of stuff. So so now I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things that the FC just offers in general for all of you members. First thing is going to be crystals, shards, and clusters. So if you're a crafter and you're leveling your crafters up, or you're like working on stuff maybe for the FC, you're helping out people, that kind of thing, we do offer crystals, shards, and clusters for you to actually do that kind of stuff. All you have to do is get with an officer that's in your FC, and they can pull out a reasonable amount for you to kind of work on that kind of stuff too. We also do chocobo coloring for your chocobos. If you don't know anything about that, there's actually fruit in-game that you can use to feed your chocobo while it's in the stable here at the FC, and change the color. As you all know, Saturn's favorite color is desert yellow, which is the standard the standard yellow, which it's the best color in the world if you ask Temporal. But if you want to change that, those fruit are offered by the FC as well. And there's a couple of websites you can use to feed those fruits to your bird. You do it in a specific order for a specific color, and then you wait 6 hours, you come back, and you should have the color that you want. Now, if it doesn't work out exactly how you want it to, and you have some issues with it, and it comes out to be the wrong color, that's okay. You can get more fruit from the FC to redo it so that you get actual color. So don't freak out if you get the wrong color first time. We're more than happy to give you more fruit to fix that if you need to. We also offer FC apartments here at the FC house too. So the FC apartments are 300K a piece, whereas the apartments just out in the regular housing districts are 500K a piece, and then you can do just regular house, medium, and large. Those are all much more expensive. So the cheapest way you can go for having a room that you can decorate for your own, for yourself and everything would be the FC apartments. If you can afford it yourself, we ask that you do try to, but if you're having issues with it, or if you need one, oh, I'm sorry. Dog flapping ears in my background there. Sorry. But if you can't afford it, or you just really want one, especially if you want to get interested in the FC room decorating contest, which I'll let Sylvie talk about here in a little while, definitely take part in that as well. So each FC also has a buff schedule, and if you go into Discord and you go and look at the bulletin board in your actual FC area, it will give you a listing of all of the buffs and which days they're actually used on. So the one that we always specifically use for every day is going to be the XP buff, where you're out doing combat and everything. The rest of the buffs, they change each day depending on what we feel is kind of the high priority for that kind of stuff. Like the MTP buffs we'll do on the weekends whenever the Gilded Scabbard or the fashion report's going on, so that you can kind of get more out of those two items. That was Kindle. She's the one that's got the floppy ears. So anyway, that's the buff schedule. So if you're interested and you just kind of want to know what the scheduling is so that you can kind of take advantage of them, just check that out too. We also do some of the 15% buffs on the weekends. Those are the ones that take the bigger, the ones that we have to sit in the thing in the FC for like 72 hours, and then we can only use them at certain points. So definitely take advantage of those on the weekends too. All right, so now I'm gonna just kind of do a little quick explanation of some of the stuff in our Discord. So anybody who's actually part of it or has recently gotten into it, if you'll notice, it's pretty big. It can be easy to get confused with some of that. So we like to just give everybody kind of a little rundown of exactly what some of the important things are, some of the high points during the FC meetings, just so you kind of get a little bit better off on it. So at the top, you'll see the welcome to Sword and the welcome mat. That's going to have our code of conduct and everything like that. When you first come into the actual FC, you will have a emoji where you can select which FC you're a part of, one of the actual 5. You click on the emoji that matches the color and the name of the one that you're in, and then it'll give you access to everything else in the actual Discord. So underneath that one is our announcements tab. That's going to be just for like general announcements that are pertinent to everybody and all the FCs across the board. That'll be for like some of our special events, or if you've got like a big group-wide event coming up and everything. Some of the events that are like monthly as well, like our glam contest or anything that's done weekly too, like we were talking about the Gilded Scabbard earlier, mount farms and all that kind of stuff. A lot of that's going to be posted here in announcements too. And then below that's going to be our role and event assignments. So in this area, you'll actually see a bunch of emojis that are for specific roles that you can have in the actual Discord. So instead of pinging everybody with @everyone all the time, we know that can get kind of annoying, especially if you're not really interested in a lot of the stuff that's getting posted. Everything is itemized out into these different categories. So we've got one for like fates, we've got one for mini games and social events. If you're interested in rating, we've got one tag for that. There's one for role playing. There's one for like doing the deep dungeons, for mount farming. It's pretty much anything that you could think of for a specific role, we've got one for it. There's even one for PvP as well. And then that way, whenever you're interested in something, our officers will ping just their specific group. That way you only get the stuff for what you're actually interested in. We also have a comments and suggestions tab there as well. Anybody who's interested and kind of has an idea that maybe could help improve some of the actual things in Discord, or just maybe something they'd like to do in game, anything like that, you're more than welcome to post a comment and an idea in there. If you're a shy boy and you don't really want to post in a group chat like that or anything, you're more than welcome to message a moderator that's part of the actual Discord, or you can just message another officer in game. We'd be more than happy to take your questions or your ideas, and we'll shoot them up the line and see if they'll actually be kind of cool. Right below that is a giveaways channel, which we will talk about that at the end of it as well. Below that, you're going to have your actual FC with a bulletin board, a general chat, and one for your guild lotto. So your bulletin board is going to be for like events and items that are specific to your FC. Like I said, that's where your actual buff schedule is posted as well. So there's a lot of good information in there too. Your general chat is pretty self-explanatory. That's just a regular social chat for you and your guys just in your actual FC. So it's just a cool way to talk to people in your FC as well. And the guild lotto is specific for the actual guild lotto too. Since we're there, I'll go ahead and let Darko talk about the guild lotto if you'd like to.
I would love to talk about the lotto. So the next drawing is on November 15th. And this time it's Immortal Sword Lottery Fat Cat Edition. So we're giving away a housing bundle featuring the Fat Cat chronometer and Fat Cat couch. We're also giving away a Fat Cat minion and a Fat Cat mount on top of all of the tier prizes that go off every 2 weeks. Tickets are one ticket for 5,000 gil, um, 20 tickets for 50,000 gil, 125 tickets for 250,000 gil, and 200 tickets for 500,000 gil. And how you buy tickets is you just place whatever amount of gil you want, as long as it's divisible by 5,000. What I mentioned are price points that give you the most tickets. But you can put it in the FC chest, or you can give it to me, and I can keep track of it for you that way. That's pretty much it. So buy your tickets right meow.
Fantastic. Thanks, Darko. All right, so moving right along, we also have quite a few request-only channels. These are channels that you would actually have to get with either a moderator or an officer to actually get access to, just because they're more not for just everybody. So you actually have to, like I said, request for it. The first one is going to be our NSFW channel. If you need to ask what is in that particular channel, then you probably shouldn't be in it in the first place. So that one's pretty self-explanatory. And then we've also got NSFS, which stands for Not Safe for Snowflakes. This is going to be like it's like a meme channel, shit posting. People just like to kind of goof off. Some of it's, kind of colorful, so if you're easily offended by that kind of stuff, maybe it's not a place for you. But if you like a good laugh and everything, it's a pretty fun place to be too. We also have a Powder Puff channel, which is our girls only channel, and obviously we don't really know what goes on in there too much. But yeah, if you're a IRL girl and you'd like to be part of that group as well, then you're more than welcome to get with an officer, and they can get you in there too. We also have our Sword Pride channel. I'm going to let Sylvie kind of talk about that one a little bit.
Yep. So we have a Sword Pride channel that gives everyone the tag rainbow. Basically, it's for the LGBTQIA plus community. It's basically a safe haven where you can talk about anything that you want to, talk about coming out, issues you might have, anything. We all respect whatever anyone has to say, and we keep your information private in the channel. But morally, we like to have a lot of fun, and there's also even an event called Rainbow Runs, which is held on Mondays by Sylphrina from 1.0. Sunday, they'll put a post up with a couple options like maps or dungeons or something, and everyone will vote on what they want to do, and Monday they'll go out and do it and have a lot of fun.
Cool deal. Thank you, Sylvie. Our next one is going to be our Mad World chat. So this one is kind of a safe place for people who are they either kind of stressed out about items, or they're having stressors in their life. People who deal with any kind of issues in their own life. It's just a safe place for us to kind of talk about things that are worrying, kind of have some support from the group here in the Discord and the Sword family. So it's a cool place. There's a lot of really good support there. If you're ever interested in being in that channel, again, just ask and somebody can definitely add you to that. The next one is the Las Espadas that Gloria talked about just a little bit earlier. So that is for our Spanish-speaking group. So you don't have to be a native Spanish speaker to actually be part of the group. If you're learning or you're interested in the language and everything, you're more than welcome to go in there. They're all really super friendly. Like you said, they run mount farms, they run map parties, they just do all kinds of cool stuff together. And they're really welcoming to anybody who really is interested in that. We only ask that if you do get into that group, you try to speak Spanish with them, because that's kind of the whole point of it and everything. But they are really cool to hang out with, and it's a really fun place too. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is our housing notifications. So this one is for anybody who's interested in getting a house in-game, the medium, smalls, or larges. Right now, there's kind of a lull since the new housing districts just came out. Everything's still locked down. But if you're ever interested, this is a good place to kind of see any notifications for new houses that have come up and are available across the area. One of our officers and another of the FCs is Calic. She is the one that actually kind of heads that up and tries to keep that stuff posted. She does a really good job of keeping track of any kind of housing that's available as well. So if you are definitely interested in that, definitely check that out. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed this. So also, Los Espadas does sightseeing logs as well as too. Just wanted to add that in there too. So if you're interested in doing the sightseeing logs, that's a good thing because there aren't a lot of groups that actually do that as well. See, that's a good idea for somebody to bring up. Maybe you could do it someday. That's really cool. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to kind of some of our events. I'm probably not going to be able to hit everything, or I might forget somebody. So if I do apologize, you guys just yell at me if I forget somebody. But the first one I'm going to talk about is going to be our Palace of the Dead and Heaven on High runs, and I think Mel is in here, so you can talk about that.
Hello, everybody. Mel from 3.0 here to talk about Deep Dungeons. I run Deep Dungeons every weekend except for FC meeting weekends with my pal Begone Thought. What's a deep dungeon, you might ask? Well, it's just like a normal dungeon, except instead of going through, you go down or up, depending on if you're doing Palace of the Dead or Heaven on High. Palace of the Dead, we run every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. It uses an independent leveling, armor leveling, and weapon system. So you can go in, level 1, completely nude, which is how Begone and I like to do it, and run through. And there are so many things to discover in there, like mimics and landmines and luring traps and treasure and mimics and toads and mimics. Heaven on High, we run on Sundays. It's just like Palace of the Dead, except instead of going down, we go up. And in Heaven on High, there are quivering chests, which are just like mimics, and otters, and landmines, and luring traps, and quivering coffers, and Mel yelling, "Tank privilege!" So come on out and have fun with us and find mimics and treasure and watch me stand in things and make my healer suffer. We'd love to have you come on out.
Thanks, Mel. And speaking of mimics and treasure, we also have map parties, and I'm going to let Aparicia talk about that just a little bit too.
Darko and I run a map party on Mondays. 80s Lab map party for 2 hours. It's called the Aparco Monday map attack. So that's all I have to say about that.
Fantastic. Map parties. I got a catchy name and everything. Okay, so next thing. This one actually isn't exactly an event, but I forgot to talk about it, or let Sal talk about it whenever we were talking about things that the FC offers for everybody. But we have a taxi service that he offers along with some other volunteers. I'll let him talk about that just a little bit.
Yes, the Skyriders taxi service, which I mentioned briefly earlier, is a free service where you can either request if there's any taxi drivers available in FC chat, or you can in Discord in the commissions channel you can add taxi commissions to see if somebody is available in the wider FC base. There are quite a few people that have very helpfully volunteered to be taxi drivers in order to really be able to get this thing off the ground, so to speak. And what we do is we get you into a party, ask you which of the green aether currents that you need, and then drive you around the map, get you where you need to go so you can get your wings. I've got maps, a link to maps that I made up in Reddit that are notated with the coordinates and also hints about where they're at, such as on a hill, in a puddle, in a stream, so on and so forth, just to make it that much easier to find those pesky aether currents that will drive you nuts.
Fantastic. Thank you, Zell. Also, one that I'm going to talk about a little bit because Dectris isn't actually here right now. I think he's got another event going on. Is our Gilded Scabbard event. So this happens every Friday evening from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Gilded Scabbard is a really cool event that he runs at the Golden Saucer, where they go around and do some of the mini games. They run the different ones that are you can do at the actual saucer, the Slice is Right, the Leap of Faith, Any Way the Wind Blows. Basically, just run around, do all the cool stuff you can for MGP. I think they do some chocobo racing sometimes too. Every once in a while, somebody might show up and do like a triple triad challenge thing that's pretty cool. But it's a fun time. You get to do all of the MGP stuff, and there's a lot of cool prizes, mounts. There's minions. There's cool glam items. There's even more cards that you can buy if you're really interested in triple triad stuff. But they go out there, they just have a really good fun time for a couple hours, and then usually whenever they're done with that, they'll turn in for one of our other events as well, and that's the the fashion report. Which I don't. Is Joker in here?
Mm-mm.
No, Joker's not here. Okay, I'll talk about that a little bit.
Hearts.
Do what?
He's off stealing some hearts.
Ooh, Heart Stealer. Okay.
Darko does fashion report.
That's a Persona
Oh,
reference.
Darko. Yeah, that's right. You can do the fashion report. Please and thank you.
Sure. Okay, so every week, Friday, Saturday, and the next Monday, Joker puts together fashion report kits for everybody that's in the FC. Doesn't matter which .0 you're in. Everybody is able to get an 80-point kit or a 100-point kit if you've never done it before. So on Fridays, it's the Gold Saucer at the times in the announcement. And then Saturday night and Monday night are at the Sword Cafe. So if you've never done it before, you'll want to talk to Joker. But if you're showing up for your 80-point kit, you can talk to Rihanna, Appa, or myself, and of course Joker too. I think I got everything.
Fantastic. Thank you, Darko. And since you mentioned it, the Sword Cafe actually is a really big event that we really enjoy doing, and I will talk about that one too. The Sword Cafe itself is kind of an event that the Legacy officers started taking over a while ago. We moved it to our empty FC a while back, and what it is you can come in and do just a little light RP and come in and get either crafting food or like combat food, and then there's a couple other items too, and just do a little RP, kind of hang out, chill. We've got cool bards that actually play music for us and everything inside and outside as well. Just hang out with people across all the FCs as well, and just get some cool food. We also offer several items outside as well, like the number 1 and number 2 mastery books for all the crafting stuff. You can, like you said, get your fast report kit while you're there. I think we actually offer a crafting commissions item there too. You can get your chocobo fruit while you're out there as well. You can also get a Thanarian onion to help level your chocobos too. So there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do while you're there. It's just a cool little social event that we do. That's going to be on Saturdays at 10 p.m. Central Time, and then we do it at Mondays at 8 p.m. Central Time. That's every week. So. And you're more than welcome to come get food both of those days as well. So definitely come out and check that out as well too. And you'll always see that posted in the announcements whenever we're doing it as well. And moving right along, Kamed's not in here, but Saro is, and I'm going to let him talk a little bit about some of the mini games that Kamed runs for us.
All right. Just let me get warmed up here. Alrighty, welcome to the minigame corner! We have such wonderful minigames as the... Hang on, let me just go to the list here. We have Hide and Seek. We have the Wandering Warrior of Light. We have Time Attack. We have Parkour Challenge. We have Char's Fishing Extravaganza. We have Who's That NPC? Every single one of these events could be something you could participate in for a fabulous prize of 500,000 K! All you have to do is take a screenshot of the location detailed in the rules, and you can enter to win that 500,000K. Back to you, Tech.
Thanks. Oh my goodness.
So,
So-
500 million?
I know, right?
Whoa, 500 million K. That's a
Yep, it's
You're
all
gonna pay
coming
for
out of
that,
your
right, Sarah?
pocket, Jalen.
yeah. You're gonna. He is gonna front that bill for us, by the way. Just so you know,
Hmm.
if you win, give us Sarah.
What do you mean that sounded just like Command?
Ask Joe Lyons, he's got it.
Sel, do you want to kind of elaborate on the one or Warrior of Light? Just because that's one of my favorite ones too, and I really think it's cool, and I think everybody really likes it.
Sure. Wandering Warrior of Light is similar to hide and seek, except it's got sort of an RP element to it. The basis of it is that instead of having a picture to start with, you have a journal entry. And you're not only looking for the location, you're also looking for certain key elements in order to be eligible for the prizes. The basic theory of the contest is that I portray myself as an adventurer who just happened to find a discarded or forgotten journal from the Warrior of Light in a inn after they had been called away in an emergency, as usually happens, and thought it would be a brilliant idea to follow in their footsteps, quite literally. Well, things have sort of evolved, and it's turned into a bit more of an interesting project than I originally envisioned, and currently the Warrior of Light is not accessible. They're out in Heavensward areas right now, messing around, and I am actually taking side jobs from the Scions to do some background stuff that is lore related. And if you have an interest in reading more, there are actually pins where I put all of the old journal entries in Reddit, in the form of Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, which both cover about 4 months worth of game. So if you have any interest, they are there for you to peruse.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sel. And also 2 other items that we have that we offer that are on more of a quarterly or more schedule is our FC room decoration contest, and then we also do a Lala flash mob, and I'm going to let Sylvie talk about those 2.
Back to Sylvie. Thank you. So every approximate 3 months, I hold the FC room decorating contest. Basically, I give a category. This one starting Monday is going to be called Winter's Warmth. I will provide a story to go along with it, and you decorate your room how you... Basically, your envisionment of what you think the story means. You can win fabulous prizes, up to 4 mil gil or more, depending on how many additional donations we get. And Mog Station mounts, in-game mounts, and outfits, also from the Mog Station and in-game. On average, we usually get some type of donation from people, so it just adds on. So basically, just do your room the best you can, and as I love to say, may the best rooms win. On the other hand, the Lala Flash Mob is also a somewhat quarterly event. We haven't had too much time to do many of them this year. We did do one at the beginning of the year, sorta, but we're also in talks with Saturn to do one this December. We're going to do... Well, I won't say what it is now because we haven't come up with an official title, but at least look forward to do a Lala Flash Mob later this year, where you can either make it an altered or transform into a Lala with a Ventasia temporarily, and we run around the towns making things up for people, and it's a lot of fun. It makes people happy, and it's super cool.
Awesome. Thank you, Sylvie. Appreciate it. Also, something that we do is a Discord screenshot contest as well, which is done by our very own Woozy. And would you like to talk about that for a little bit?
Sure. Sorry. Yes, we have our monthly Glam Screenshot Contest. This contest was started primarily for people who were unable to participate in the live the live contest due to scheduling issues or whatnot. Basically, I'll be posting it starting tomorrow for this month before the holidays kick in. But basically, it's like there'll be a theme, kind of like with the regular one, where you'll choose an outfit that fits that theme and go somewhere in the world. Maybe in your house, maybe out in the open, maybe in a city. You take a nice screenshot, uh, do whatever settings you want and such. Although we try to not use like mods for it, just to be fair. And you'll post it in the uh, Glam Contest Screenshot Edition tab under minigames. I give 2 weeks for everyone to post their picture. I do allow no more than 3 people in like a group photo, and you need to tag everybody. But the prizes have to be decided upon, being split evenly, of course. And after the 2 weeks is up, I get several judges together to help me pick it out, and then the winners. The first place will be a million gil. Second place is a Mog Station item up to $10, and the third place will be the new emote from the high five emote. So be looking forward to the announcement tomorrow.
Fantastic. Thank you, Woozy. Also, I actually have a monthly event that I run as well. It's called Text Glam Jam. And what this is just kind of a glam makeover that I would do with one individual each month. I will post announcements at the beginning of the month. We're kind of running a little bit late this month just because I'm finishing up from the previous month as well. But we'll post that. You click on the emoji if you're new to glamming, or if you really can't afford it, or you're just not really that savvy to it. Click that emoji. You might have a chance to actually be picked. If you are picked, what we'll do is give you 3 options. Number 1, you can go on the Eorzine collection, which is one of the websites that's pretty popular as far as like glamming stuff in the game goes. You can pick out whatever one that you like, you think looks really cool. We'll build it together, and then that'll be your glam. Second option is you can pick one of the items in game that you really like, you think looks really cool, but you just really haven't thought about making a full glam with it, and then we'll build the entire glam around that specific item. Just kind of working together and figuring out what you like and what you don't, that kind of stuff. The third option, you can just let me have all the raids, and I will put a cool glam together for you based on kind of some ideas that you have, and surprise you with something really cool. Once you actually have your glam put together, then we will get your barding for your chocobo, something cool that you don't have that either matches the glam that you just got created, or just one that you really like, that you think's really cool. Once we get that done, then you will get to have just a little in-game photo shoot. We'll take some cool photos, then we'll get you to post them, and then we'll put them in the screenshots in the actual Discord for everybody to kind of check it out and everything too. We might be adding just a little bit extra to that here in the future as well, but that's still kind of in the works too. But it's really fun. It's really cool if you're interested in doing glam and you really haven't tried it out before. Definitely get on the announcements and hit that emoji whenever it gets posted, and you will have a chance to win. So I know that there's a ton of other events that we do, just like all across mount farms to raiding to all this other kind of stuff. And if there's anybody else who wants to talk about one of those, you're more than welcome to. But I don't want to take up too much time because we've got quite a few promotions that we got to get to as well. I'm kind of running time on short. So anybody want to post or plug something really quick? Oh, okay. So your boy, he runs one other thing called Human Darts. I actually kind of help him with this. He's one of our shy boys, though, so I'm going to talk about it for him really quick. We do this on Friday evenings, and basically what you'll do is you just come out to one area in one of the Realm Reborn areas, and you jump off a cliff, and you try to hit your boy in the head with your feet. Basically, you jump off the cliff, and the person who lands closest to your boy will win 250K. We do 10 jumps each time that we go out there. Sometimes, if we're feeling kind of cool and generous, we might do a few extra jumps. Oh, whatever. He can take it. I'm the only people used to jump on, so it's fine. But But yeah, we do 10 jumps, maybe sometimes more. Just kind of depends on how we're feeling. If people are having a good fun. I try to do a little bit of pun fun out there while we're doing it too, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, it's a good fun time. You guys can come check it out. That's on Friday afternoons. Anybody else want to plug something really quick?
Come out to Char's Fishing Extravaganza every week. He posts fish for you to match or beat him on, and he would like more players. So grab your rod, master your bait, and dive deep to see what you can fish up.
Fantastic. Fishing is fun. All right, so we're going to move right along to promotions. So we have 3 levels of promotions we like to talk about at the actual FC meetings. That's going to be our Royal Guard, Honor Guard, and then if we have officer promotions. So Honor Guard is just for our group of people who are really active in the FC. They've been here for a long time. They kind of help out with here and there, just kind of go a little above and beyond just a regular member. And we've really noticed that they just like to help in general. So those are our Honor Guard people. Royal Guards are going to be our group that actually go even a little bit further above and beyond. Some of them actually will kind of run their own events, or they help with an event quite a bit. But they're just really active in their actual FC. These are people who could potentially become officers in the future too. So, hold on.
You okay, Tech?
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed somebody. Muriel was trying to plug his event, and I missed that. The Mount Farms. Muriel is talking about his Mount Farms that he does every Friday at 7 p.m. And then a Tank Mount Farm on Sundays at 7 p.m. I'm sorry, Muriel, I totally missed that. So yeah, EX Mount Farms every Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then the Tank Mount Farm is Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So definitely come up for that as well too. But yeah, sorry about that, Muriel. Yeah, Muriel is actually a Royal Guard, so he's not one of the officers, and he couldn't talk. That's my bad. I'm sorry, Muriel. Okay, anyway, so now I'm going to move to the actual promotions as well. But like I was saying, Royal Guard is those people that kind of go above and beyond. Muriel actually is a point. He runs his own mount farm or mount farm, so he's a good example of one of our Royal Guards. And then officers are pretty self-explanatory. Pretty much everybody up here on the stage, we're all the officers that kind of run and do all the cool stuff that you guys get to enjoy and everything. And yeah, that's what we're doing. So our first promotion this evening is going to be for an Honor Guard. This person has been in FC for over a year. They're always around to lend a hand, and if someone asks and enjoys hanging out in Limsa on occasion. And we appreciate your loyalty and being with us for over a year. And this is going to be Celise Toberite.
Congrats.
Yay, congratulations.
Congratulations. Pew, 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 pew. I'll get the
Okay, sorry guys, hold on. Boss lady is talking to me.
I'll get the promotions in game.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem. If I don't know, maybe
I
got
can do
Discord.
it in Discord.
Oh,
Oh, you got it, Warden?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you have this one.
Thank y'all.
All right, so our second person is also going to be an Honor Guard. They have been with us since the summer, and they are a great source of information, and they've definitely helped a lot of people in the FC. They're very knowledgeable about the game. They're very active, and we really appreciate your time with us, and that's going to be Gulliver Domina.
Gulliver.
Hey, congrats.
Congratulations!
You did it. Congratulations.
Happy birthday to. Oh.
Wait, what? All right, so number 3, another honor guard. This person loves to ride dehydrated mounts, such as the dehydrated camel,
Are there any
camel
others?
mount. Oh, there is. There's dehydrated wolf too. Oh wait, that's
Direwolf.
what we're talking about. They have joined and played many games and other events. Really like enjoying doing those. They've been very active in the FC. They like helping everybody that they can, and we are going to promote Ahamkara Sardonic.
Congratulations. Pew, 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 pew.
Congrats.
Congratulations. You did it. All right. And number 4. This person has been in the FC for over a year. They've probably been one of the longest participants in the Immortal Sword for the Guild Lottery. They've been doing that with us for a very long time. The lottery switched hands. They've actually been more involved in it than the actual officers that are doing it right now, just because they've been doing the lottery for so long. They're always active. They always are donating. Sometimes they win, sometimes they don't, but they're always still there hanging in with us. And the person we're going to promote is Yurosaki Suruka.
Congratulations.
Congratulations! Pew pew pew!
Woo, congratulations.
All right, now we got one more honor card. This person has been in the FC for over a year as well. Haven't seen them in the Discord as much. They're a little bit of a shy guy, but we definitely love our shy members as well. We got officers that way too. But we appreciate your loyalty, being here with us and sticking it out with us for so long. Anybody that's been there this long definitely is an important part of our FCs. And this person is Tezon Zola, or Zolza, excuse me.
Congratulations. Pew, pew, pew,
Congrats.
pew.
Congratulations.
They're not online. Don't
You
worry.
did it! Pew pew pew!
We appreciate you appreciating us. All right, that's all the honor card that we have for this evening. So now we have one officer promotion. So this person is someone who's extremely helpful and to us and our friends. She is best when it comes to gathering. I'm telling you, this person just freaking destroys my mailbox whenever we're having to do stuff for the Sword Cafe. Like they're excellent at doing the gathering stuff, and just recently have handed that off to her as well. So we appreciate everything that she helps us with as far as that goes. It's really a great thing that she's been doing. She's taking over the team craft for that, becoming our project leader for that. And the person we are going to promote to officer is Rihanna Riki.
Yay,
Yay!
Congratulations, Rihanna. Would you like to say something to your FC?
Sure, I can. Hi,
Hey.
guys. I also do stuff with the fashion report, so that's also another thing I love doing with Joker.
Oh, that's right. You did take over that team craft too, didn't you?
Yeah, when we need it. Yep.
So there you go. She is a team craft master. And we definitely appreciate that, especially legacy officers. So yeah.
Oh, we definitely do.
Yes, very much so. So that's going to be all of our promotions for this evening. And now we're going to get to everybody's favorite part, the giveaway. And let me double check and make sure it's all ready to go. Yes, it is. So if you will all direct your attention to Discord, to the very top, there is a tab that I talked a little bit about earlier called the Giveaways channel. You go and look at this, and at the very bottom, you will see a picture of tab 1 of your FC chest. This is going to be all the items that are available and that you can take for an FC prize if you win one. Now just remember, every item in here is available. You can pick any of these items that you want to. At the very bottom, you're going to see a row of flowers. Each of these flowers represents one of the items that is below that in text. So the red old roses is the Fenrir motorcycle mount off the Mog station. Red tulips is the werewolf attire. The blue old roses is the Howling Spirit ghost costume. That one's really cool and it glows in the dark. I really like that one a lot. The green old roses is 1,000,000 gil. And the purple violas is 500 gil. So definitely check those out too. The horns that you see in there are going to be the caracal horns, which is a little sheep mount, zoo horn, which is the big, like, monster teethy bird dude, and then the Ufidi horn, which is the cool gorilla. So if you're wanting one of those, that's what the horns are, is those 3 mounts. Also, I do recommend whenever you pick an item, make sure that you have 2 options picked out before you message one of your officers. It's really important just because in case your first one isn't there, you actually have something else you can give them instead. Make sure that you actually message the officers in game, not actually in Discord, because it'll make it kind of hard for them to see it. They might miss it, and you may not get a chance to get the item that you're wanting to get to. So definitely message your officers in game. I guess that's going to go off here in about 14 minutes, and somebody messaged me.
Oh, and if you haven't already done so, please make sure that your alias in Discord matches your main character name so that we can make sure to get the correct prize to the correct person.
That's also how we
thank you,
track
Sel.
your promotions. So really make sure you are in Discord with your in-game name.
Oh yeah, for sure. Please, that makes it a lot easier on them, and that just makes it quicker for you to actually get your prize if you win one. So yeah. With that, that's going to be the end of the meeting this evening, and we appreciate you guys for all coming out and bearing with us, especially since I'm not the one that usually runs the meetings. Saturn's definitely much better at it than we are, but we appreciate you guys bearing with us for sure.
For the record, it was
And
less of a train wreck than mine.
well,
Oh,
you
and
were the
before
first one.
You're fine, Sarah.
and before we go, if anybody needs a fashion kit, I'll be handing them out after the meeting at the stairs. So
Hey, look at that. All right, guys. So that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and end it for that. And we appreciate you guys all coming out. And we will see you all next month.
Yep. Oh, and everyone message Rihanna. Yeah.
You ask Rihanna for your prize. She would love nothing more to give them all out by herself.
Oh, yeah. Officer initiation.
It's her favorite thing to do.
Good luck, Rihanna.
I love
I'm so
you guys.
glad I'm so glad this started happening after I became an officer.
Right?